Good morning to everyone. This video is being telecast, especially I am from Canada only, and I have seen that most of the people whoever want to go to Canada, they get cheated by different people here. Why it happens? Because people are not aware of various Government of Canada rules and regulations. So we have opened this new channel, आओ कनाडा चलिए in Punjabi, आओ कनाडा चले in Hindi, and let's go to Canada. It is English, and this video will be telecast in the English language. There are 150 ways to go over to Canada. For the last 2 years, Canada was totally closed for everyone, as there was a corona problem, and they have got limited arrangement in the hospitals because Canada is a welfare state. They never put people into trouble. Of course, there are 18 lakhs of files pending in embassy offices. Why it is happening so? First, I will give you basic reason. You see, if we allow 18 lakh people to go over to Canada, then what will happen to our own people who are working in Canada? How these people can stay? They need the houses, their children need the education, their account has to be opened into the banks. We have to have more staff to give them proper facilities at the airports. They need more washrooms. So keeping these various basic infrastructures, then if somebody falls sick in Canada, how they need the doctors, they need the more nurses to look after them. Keeping these all the things in view, they have to limit the people coming to Canada. They have got a 3 years planning. Now for year 22, 23 and 24, they are expecting to take an intake of 4.18 lakhs of people each year. Whereas if we take into consideration, throughout 150 countries, there are 22 lakhs of files pending. So it is not at all possible to accommodate so many people. Whoever have already put up their file, they have to reconsider. Either they should withdraw their file and submit a fresh case, because the fresh cases all are being dealt from Canada itself. So first is, what is this scheme? Within the last 2 years, there was no immigration to Canada because airlines were stuck, there were no hospital facilities, people were afraid to move from one country to another country. So there is an acute shortage of workers now in Canada, and businessmen people are making a lot of noise because in businesses the wages are at the lower side, whereas in the construction and medical sector the income or the wages are at higher side. Canadian system is divided into separate categories like category O, A, B, C and D. This video will only provide the requisite information for category C and D. Rest of the categories, they will be covered in different separate videos. So this is a loophole in the law. That loophole we are going to tell you how to do it. So if your son or daughter or one of your relative in Canada, if they are financially sound, they can give you letter of invitation, or which you, in India you call it sponsorship, and on that basis, that is sponsorship, plus you have got requisite funds in your bank to show that you have got enough money to stay in Canada, then you can get a visitor visa. Once you reach to Canada, people have already pre-approved. Previously it was known as LMIAs, now they are known as work permits. You can easily convert your visitor visa into work visa in that, and you have to discuss it at your own. So who can call you? The people who are permanent resident or citizens of Canada and they have never taken welfare from the government, as well as they are not indulging in criminal activities and they have never done their bankruptcy. They can give you letter of sponsorship. What is the procedure? You see, Government of Canada has got a very nice system of sponsoring someone. Whoever want to sponsor from Canada, first he or she will go to the bank. They have one prescribed form by the government for sponsoring their relatives from outside countries. So first of all, you have to go to your bank, collect that sponsorship letter from the bank. Then you need 4 more documents. Second is your pay stub. Third is your income tax statement. Whatever income tax statement you have already filed last year, that has to be submitted. And after taking these documents, he or she will go to the notary public. In Canada, every locality has got one notary public who sits in his office 10 o'clock to evening 6 p.m. and that can be verified from the Google, because in Canada all the business got the website, and website they have already written opening time and closing time. So once you are going to notary public, you must carry your status. First is bank document, pay stub, income tax statement, then your identification. Who are you? Like driving license. If you are studying in a college or university, that document. What that will indicate what is your status in Canada. Those documents you have to take to the notary public. He or she, they will take the verbal information from you. They already got everything in their computer, and they will incorporate your information into the computer, and they will give you that letter that will be valid for your sponsorship in India. This case you can try from Canada as well as from India. Only the difference is in Canada, because their wages are higher, so they will charge you 500 Canadian dollars. That means around 25,000 Indian rupees to 30,000 Indian rupees. But that gets preference, because there nobody can privately do it. It has to be done by RCIC, and they got a telephonic power to talk with the visa officer. If visa officer have some problem, he can always dial to the local RCIC and ask for any additional information. And who is sponsoring? Whatever he or she should have, that I am going to prescribe here. First is valid pass. The person who want to visit Canada, what they should have? Valid passport, minimum for a period of 6 months or more than that. Police clearance certificate, medical certificate. You must have taken both the injections of corona, and you must have a solid proof with you that you have already taken the injection. Then the proof from the bank. You see, you can't make a duplicate or the bogus statement of bank. Reason being, when your case goes to the concerned officer, they will send an email to the concerned bank that do this guy have got money here or no. Bank is not going to disclose you that embassy have asked this information, so be very careful. And once you are submitting your letter of leave, means your employer is allowing you for 15 days or 1 month leave, they are going to talk to your employer that you are allowed to go to Canada or no. So must make sure don't take the steal the letter from your employer and retype everything and submit it, because they are going to ask your employer that will they be able to relieve you or no. How to file your application? The best way is you should file your application on your own computer or iPhone. you can do it. It is very easy. If you don't want to do it yourself, there are many RCICs in India as well as in Canada. Of course, their fees is high because they have already spent too much money to get their license. Others all are unlicensed people. So you can pay higher. They know the latest laws of that Canadian land. They can do your job better. So as I mentioned previously, if you are applying from Canada, they charge you 500 Canadian dollars, but that file is dealt in Canada itself and it is very fast. Within 2 weeks you will get the result. And same thing if you apply from India, then 1 year, it may take 1 year or so. By that time that money will get stuck up, your other documents will get outdated and they may ask you many things again and again. So minimum application fee is 10,000 rupees, Indian rupees in India, and maximum 25,000 rupees. It all depends, either you are applying from Chandigarh or from Ludhiana or from Patiala or from a remote place. And what's the right time to visit Canada? You see, Canada is a cold country. From April till end of October, there is no snow. So that's the right time to visit Canada with or without family. The choice is yours. And after reaching Canada, if you want to work there, on visitor visa you are not allowed to work. And please do not work. If you are caught, throughout the life you will be banned to go to Canada. The best procedure is convert your visitor visa into work visa with a government approval so that your employer cannot cheat you. And this facility is available up to 27th of February 2023. If you need any more information, please come over to us. We will help you out. If you are still not satisfied, go to official website of Government of Canada, www.cic.gc.ca. Thank you very much.